Hey folks, this is Vint with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly check out Charterstone Digital Edition. So this is obviously based on the popular tabletop game, and admittedly, I do not own the tabletop game. There's a couple of reasons for that. Primarily, it's a legacy game, meaning that as you continue to play it, you're going to be putting stickers down or ruining components by permanently etching stuff onto the board. And if you want to play it over again, you either have to buy the game over or buy these recharge packs to sort of give you new components that you can mess up all over again. And as a matter of principle, I don't like that. It's a cool idea. It's a cool idea, don't get me wrong. It's a cool idea. But part of me doesn't want to pay 40, 50, 60 bucks for a game to ruin it, and then have to pay another 20 bucks or whatever it is for the recharge packs. What if I mess up maybe an hour into the game? I can't start over and fix my mistakes, and, because I missed a rule or two. You know what I mean? So, as a matter of principle, I don't like buying legacy tabletop games. Luckily, the digital edition lets you start over with a new game or just play a single game, whatnot. So now is the perfect time to give this game a try if you're hesitant on buying a legacy game. At its heart, Charterstone is a worker placement game. And because the rules will be introduced to you as you continue playing, I don't want to spoil too much. All I'm going to do is I'm going to jump into my current playthrough. I'm on game 2 of 12, I think. The game is played out over several games, and one game leads into the next. And you're going to be earning points as you go. The winner of a round will get, I guess, a trophy, and then you can convert these victory points that you earn into bonuses for the next game. So, again, one game leads into the next. And at the end of it all, whoever has the most points will win. I have not played through an entire game yet. I've spent the last 2 hours trying to figure this game out because, again, the rules, you just can't learn the rules, all of what you need to know, just from a manual or from, a tutorial. The rules will continuously evolve as you play this game. I just unlocked something called minions. I have no idea what they do, but I unlocked them, and now I have to try and figure out how to use them. So my goal today is to show you around the app itself. I'm playing the PC Steam version, and show you what the game is like, and I'll let you discover everything else on your own, because this is a game of discovery. You're going to be, I don't want to ruin anything for you. You're going to be discovering things as this village is growing, and I really don't want to spoil anything. That would take away from the experience, but I at least want to show you what the gameplay is like. Alright, so enough talk. In upper left-hand corner is an options menu. There's music and sound effects sliders, village animations, higher number of frames per second, colorblind mode, original influence tokens, skip info, and so on, so on, so on. Okay, so let's go back. There's a help area. Some of it is undiscovered. Like I said, you can come here to sort of get an idea how the game is played, but you're going to be discovering new rules as you play. So, again, this is going to be kind of pointless in the very beginning. I learned just by doing and figuring things out. So, yeah, let's go ahead and click on the local game. There's campaign and single game. The single game, from my understanding, unlocks everything that the game has to offer. Whereas the campaign, like I said, will start you off small and unlock new concepts for you and evolve. And from my understanding also, the game has a randomly generated map feature. So the experience that you get in one playthrough will not be the same as your next playthrough, which is cool. There's also online, there's lobby and account settings. I do believe that this game does have remote play, and if I can confirm that, then I think Idly and I will be streaming this either later today or sometime during the weekend. I don't know. But yeah, there's online and local. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue my local game. You can play 2 players against the AI, 3 players against the AI. There's difficulty modes like easy, normal, hard, so you can customize your experience that way. You choose a character, you name them, and then you name your charter, which is like your little village area. So everyone has their own charter. What you're going to be doing in this game is a number of things, but you can earn these building cards and then spend the resources that you need in order to construct them into your own personal charter. I am the red charter, and I am playing against the blue charter in this playthrough. The very center of the village are the public buildings that are available to everybody, and it takes a while to get used to the iconography here. So for example, this Zeppelin, if I hover my mouse over it, it says spend 3 influence and a building card that you have. One thing it doesn't mention is you also need the resources required in order to construct the building that you have in your hand. This took me a half an hour of searching to figure out online. Like, this was poorly handled, I think. I think a tooltip needs to be added here. 3 influence, the building card, and the resources needed to construct the building. What do I mean by that? Well, as you play, you earn these cards. And again, I don't want to spoil anything, but if I look at the pumpkin market, there's an iron ore that is filled in, but there's other resources that are not. I have to use my workers to collect the resources necessary to pay for the building, in addition to the 3 influence. So that's what this building does. And if I do that, I get 5 victory points, and I move up the progress track. So I'm going to be throwing a lot of things your way, and I'm going to try and condense it as well as I can. Upper left-hand corner, there is this first button. These are the characters that you have. At the very beginning of the game, you're going to choose a persona. And this persona has a special ability. It says, after using a building with a clay cost, gain 1 victory point. So that's good. That means that I should try and construct clay buildings that consume clay so that I can earn an additional victory point. Okay? Seems simple enough. You can earn other personas as you go, and at the beginning of every round, you can choose to change your persona. Like, this gardener here is inactive. I earned him in a crate. There's, like, loot crates in this game that you can acquire. Don't worry, it's not real money. It's just you pay resources, you get this crate, and you get a bunch of cards. So the gardener was one such card that I earned from a crate. Anywho, speaking of cards, these are all the different cards that I have in my hand. Treasurer, Broker, Maestro, these are all like assistants that will gain you benefits, like whenever you use the Cloud Port building, gain a victory point. Or when you use the Grandstand building, you may gain 1 reputation, and so on. These are the buildings that I have yet to construct. And then if I tab over to May, these are her assistants and crates that she has in her possession. Alright, next one over are these objectives. By completing objectives, I earn victory points, and that's good. Again, the person with the most victory points at the end of the current round will win for that round. At the end of the game, you also want to have the most victory points, as far as I know. Again, I haven't gotten that far yet. This helping hands. Have at least 2 assistants. Those people that I showed you from the prior menu, those are assistants. I've already completed it. So in order to complete it, I have to go to this megaphone-looking structure with one of my workers. I spend influence, and I complete the objective, and I get 5 victory points, and progress goes up on the progress track, which I'll get to in a little bit. So there's objectives that I have to try and complete in competitiveness with my opponent. There is a quota section where I think there's a area up here. There's this structure up here where you can turn in resources for victory points, you can turn in gold coins for victory points, and you can turn in cards that you have for victory points. Now, this is new, this whole minion thing, but apparently you can turn in minions as well for victory points. There is a sailboat next to these victory point markers here, and the sailboat affects reputation, and I'll get to reputation shortly because it's further down this bar. Alright, so advancements. Advancements are something that you can visit a building. Let's see if I can find it. Here it is. This one in the middle. Try and hover my mouse over it. There we go. The Commons Market. Any resource and a coin, and you gain an advancement card. These are how you obtain crates and assistance. So you come here, you pay what you need, you get this stuff, and there you go. Crates are not opened automatically, by the way. You have to go to this structure here, this dice-looking, the building with the die on it. You spend 2 influence and 4 coins, And that allows you to unlock a crate, gain 5 victory points, and move up the reputation, or the progress track. There we go. So what is this progress track that I keep skipping over? Well, that is the length of the round. As players do things, whether it be opening a crate or completing by constructing a building or different things like that, completing an objective, this will allow the progress track to advance, and then once the number of appropriate advancements have been, the progress advancements have been completed, then the round ends. Players compare victory points. So players will be doing things during the round to move the progress track along, and at the end of it all, the round will end. So that's what that is. Reputation. So reputation is, I'm still wrapping my head around this one, but players with the most reputation at the end of the round will get 10 victory points. I think the second most gets 7. To get reputation, certain things will say like, okay, you completed this. Would you like to sacrifice 1 influence, influence being a resource that you have, in order to gain a reputation? So by gaining the sailboat, oh yeah, you also gain the sailboat by meeting quotas up here. Let's see if I can just, there we click on that. So yeah, if I turn in 3 resources, I get a sailboat, reputation, and then 4 victory points. So it's basically majority on reputation. Whoever's the most reputation, it gets extra victory points at the end of the round. There's this guidepost, have the most coins and resources. I don't know what this is yet. I think this is like a bonus for the second round, and then the main goal of the game is the player with the most victory points. So again, you're playing the game over 12 rounds, 12 games, and at the end of it all, whoever has the most victory points wins. I know the least amount of this. I think this is just like an overview of what's going on so far. Glory are every 10 victory points that you have at the end of the round are converted into 1 glory point, and then glory points are spent to increase capacity, to give you coins at the beginning of every round. It's basically a way to buff your civilization. Okay. So there's that. On the left-hand side of the screen, I have 2 workers right now. I have no minions. I have 1 gold coin, 7 out of 10 influence, and then resources that I can use to construct buildings or turn some in to collect coin and so on. Very bottom of the screen, I've got 2 available workers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to... well, looks like I've completed my action. Let's just go ahead and click OK. The computer will do something. All right, now it's my turn. So all you do is you pick one of your workers and you assign them. If you have none to assign, you click Retrieve All. All of your workers will be collected and brought back to you, but you end your turn. If the computer, or any other opponent, I should say, lands on a space that you're on, your worker comes back to you to use again, without you having to use the Retrieve All button. Okay, so at this point, I just built this brick place, so I can turn in brick for victory points and stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and put a worker there to collect the brick. And he's going there to construct a building. There he goes. I've got 1 worker left. Do I want to spend my worker here to... get rid of a brick, but I gain a coin, 2 victory points, because I've got that 1 persona. I get an additional victory point when I use a building that spends clay. So because I would use this building here, I would get 2 victory points plus 1 for my... And you can actually see on the tooltip, it says bonus benefit mason victory point. So I could get 3 victory points by... doing that. Whether or not I want to is a different story. I kind of want to complete more objectives so I can get further up this reputation and yeah. So, let's see. I need 6 coins to complete that one. I need 3 reputation to complete that objective, so maybe I should start amassing wealth. I can do that. I've got 1 iron bar. I think what I can do is I'll put my person there. That will get rid of an iron ore, but I get 2 gold coins for doing it. Alright, he's getting an iron himself. I'm going to retrieve all of my workers. That ends my turn. Now I get to select the worker again. I think I'll do that. Get another one. I'm trying to earn as much money as possible, and this is the fastest way I know how to do it right now. Alright, so he went on this place here, and my worker came back to me. So I'm going to come here again. I'm up to 5 coins. He's getting wood. He's probably going to construct something at some point. I'm going to go to this building, get rid of a clay to get a coin and 3 victory points. Okay. And I have to retrieve all my workers. Like, the gameplay is simple. It's just wrapping your head around all the different things going on. That's the tough part. Okay, so now my objective, I think, is complete. I've got 6 coins. So what I could do is assign a worker to this megaphone structure. And I also have a Maestro assistant. And whenever I go there, let's go ahead and take a look at my Maestro assistant. When you use the grandstand, you may gain 1 reputation. Alright, so that's good. So I'm going to go ahead and assign my worker here. I lose some influence, 3 influence, have at least 6 gold coins. I'm going to score that. I get some victory points. The progress track goes up. And I will take a permanent loss to influence in order to go further up this reputation track. There we go. And do I want to do it again? Because I have the Maestro? Sure. Alright. So now I've got 3 reputation, which means that I could complete this other objective over here. Assuming that's a good idea. That would give me another 5 victory points, which isn't too bad. But I need to get my worker off of this before that happens. Looks like he's constructing another building. The game is, or this particular round is almost over, this game here. There's 2 more progress tracks to go. 2 more spaces, rather. So with this, at the end of the round, by the way, you have a capacity for your resources. If you have more than 1 resource of a particular type, then you lose it, unless you increase your capacity. Alright, now this one, I could spend 2 influence and 4 gold coin to open one of my crates. Do I want to do that? I don't know. I've got 6 coins to spend. I could come up here and spend 3 coin to get 4 victory points, or just spend 1 coin to get 4 victory points. The question is, do I need my coins for something else right now? I don't know. I kind of want this right now, but I think I need to focus. She's got a lot of victory points. I think I need to start spending. Yeah, I need victory points. All right, so I'm going to do that. Get 4 victory points for that. Looks like I got some bonus there. All right, next, retrieve all. She's getting some wood. I will complete this other objective. Build reputation. I have at least 3 reputations. Score. Alright, that gives me 5 victory points. Now the progress track is down to 1. I've got more reputation than him. Do I want to spend influence to get more reputation? I've got 2 influence left. I don't think I'm going to do that. I've got 3 to his 1. I don't think he's ever going to reach to a point where he's going to have more than me. So I end my turn. And lastly, I'd like to go back up to the quota thing and earn more victory points. Or I can spend 2 influence, 4 coins to get a crate, or to open one of my crates. And again, I have a crate here, crate number 31. I think. Yeah. Okay, other ways to get victory points. That's what this construction of building is. I don't think that's a good idea right now. Yeah, let's just go ahead and just meet more quotas. I've got all that coin, might as well. So I could do 2 coins, that's 5 victory points. I think we'll do that. Alright, we're up to 33. Not too shabby. Looks like he has the same idea. and he just kicked my worker out of there. I have to wonder if I can do it again. Kick his worker out, get even more victory points, or just go somewhere else. Boy. Well, I don't have enough coin now, and I just collecting resources at this point doesn't seem to be... So what does this do? I can spend influence at this structure to gain a medal and a victory point. That's the refinery. I mean, that wouldn't be a bad idea, but... Alright, if I were to go here, let's just say I were. I could spend another 2 coins to gain 4 more victory points. I think we'll do that. Trying to stay ahead of them here. We're both completely out of influence. Alright, so that's it. Retrieve all workers, that's all I can do. This is like the last round. The last round is over. The progress marker has reached the end, and all players have made their moves. It is time to see the results. Who won this time? So it looks like have the most coins and resources. It looks like I've got that as a guidepost, and players who achieve this guidepost gain 1 extra glory. Getting greedy and Green Gully. So again, this is spoilery territory. I don't want to, like, ruin any more than what I already have, but you're going to be unlocking new story developments and rules as you play. So I'm just going to continue past that. Right, I earned 48 here and 41 on that one. Okay. And now I can distribute glory points. Again, for every 10 that you have, you get 1 glory point. I can assign 4. So this one is at the beginning of every game, receive 1 coin. This one is at the beginning of every game, receive 1 resource of your choice. This one is at the beginning of the game, receive 3 victory points. I like that one. We'll add that glory. More victory points is good. At the beginning of every game, remove 1 peril from your charter. I have no idea what a peril is. It hasn't come up yet. At the beginning of every game, raise your reputation for 1 influence if you wish to do so. At the beginning of every game, receive 1 minion of your choice. At the beginning of every game, raise capacity. At the beginning of every game, receive 1 of the available advancement cards. And at the beginning of every game, you start the game with 1 additional persona active. So I could have 2 personas. I've got 2 cards. I think I'll take that one. I kind of want more coins and more resources. All right, now I'm good. Okay. What is it asking? See, select card for details. All right, fine. Oh, I guess I have to choose which ones I want to keep. This is new to me. Okay, I have no idea what's going on here. I guess I'll keep the... I kind of want the victory point. Yeah, keep that one. You have completed all of the steps to finish a game. Once all players are ready, you can continue to see what waits for you in the next one. So there's final scoring, next game, or main menu. I'll just go ahead and click on main menu for right now. So there you go, folks. That is a quick look at Charterstone Digital Edition. Can't wait to play a full game of this. If you guys haven't already, subscribe to me on Twitch and YouTube. That way you can stay up to date with any new content I happen to publish. This is Vince. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.